with our smaller sided programming, especially when you're starting at the 3 and 4 year olds, our idea is, are you having fun? And here's a ball.
Yeah.
We introduce them to a ball, kick it, have fun, get out there, run around. Half of their activity is games. They're playing cat and mouse. They're playing tag. They're playing all of the fun playground games, but then we're going to introduce a ball into it. And it's just silliness and getting to know friends, get outside. And then, the next level up, it's the same thing. We have a ball, but can we not all follow it? Maybe can you share it with your friend? I don't know if it's a pass, but did you share it?
Right. Sure.
Somebody wants to be a goalie and block the whole, pug goal. I mean, their concepts are growing, but they're outside a couple days a week, having fun, meeting new friends. I have my daughter, when she was little, they were walking along, holding hands and talking about Barbies, and the ball was over there, but they were excited to meet new friends. They were having a great time and out of the house and off the phone. Exactly.
Right.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reese and Mark Benzer.
Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of the Buffalo Community Podcast. We've got LegacyFC Football Club in studio with us, with Brandy and Erica. But before we jump into the interview, we're going to hear a second from Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve Racek, one of the owners and coaches here at Forge Fitness. A lot of people ask, what do we do here? Well, we focus on your longevity, meaning we focus on your health and the quality of your life as you age. So by the time you get to the end of your life, we want you to be able to do things that you want to do and enjoy. We take a lot of pride in the community that we've built, knowing that our members come for a great workout, but they stick around because of the community and friendships that they have. If interested in joining us at Forge, we offer a 7-day free trial. And you can find us at www.forgefitness.co, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram.
Thanks, Steve. All right. So, Legacy Football Club.
Yes.
Let's
Wright County.
Of Wright County. Let's take a 30,000-foot view of it, and bring everybody up to speed if they're confused about, what happened to Wright County Soccer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have been around in the community as Buffalo Rec Soccer for over 30 years. And then Wright County Soccer started 26 years ago. And so we had a competitive program and a rec program, sharing space, sharing a lot of the same kids. And so about 6-7 years ago, we decided, hey, let's merge our programs together. Rec obviously is a natural feeder program for competitive. So we came together as one big organization and blended underneath the Wright County Soccer logo. From there, we grew into Delano. We have a lot of kids in the competitive program there, so we opened up a rec program over there about 4 years ago. And then this year we decided to open a program in Rockford and grow over there because there's been a need for additional soccer there. To celebrate our 25-year anniversary last year, we rebranded as LegacyFC because as we have grown, besides just Wright County, we have kids from Zimmerman, Waverly, Watertown, Rogers, South Haven, St. Cloud. So we grow way beyond the just Wright County borders. And so we wanted to make sure that we included opportunities for kids from all over. So it wasn't just, I'm not in Wright County, can I play for you? Well, absolutely, because we don't have a border.
If you make the team, you can.
Yes, that's
He's got papers.
Yeah, we've had kids try out from us all the way from, I think it was Sauk Rapids 2 years ago. So we really do have a big spread. And so we wanted to make sure that we had the name that included everybody.
Sure. And you've got some timelines and maybe some invitations of people wanting to sign up here.
Yes.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely. So right at this moment, our competitive season kicks off actually starting next week for our spring program. So those are kind of closed up, but we will have opportunities later on. Right at this moment, we're still registering for our rec programs. So like I said, we have a program in Buffalo, we have one in Delano, and we've opened up a new one this year in Rockford. The one in Buffalo goes all the way up from, we have 3 and 4 year olds all the way up to U13 players. Depending on which program they're in, they either have just more small-sided games, and then the older players are actually competing in games. They have referees, and that's the Buffalo program. That's our bigger program. We've been as big as 1,000 kids. Right now we're hosting close to 600 just at Bentfield, and then Buffalo High School. So the majority of our kids right over at Bentfield. And then our other program in Delano goes all the way from, again, those 3 and 4 year olds, which are adorable, up to U8. And that's at the Delano schools. And those are small-sided programs, meaning they use pug goals. Maybe it's like a 4v4, 5v5 at a small-sided games, no referees. And then in Rockford, we're going to be introducing a newer program, and it's going to be more skills-focused, some small-sided games. But as we grow that program, we'll see where that one's going to go. So right now, that registration is open until the end of the month. So we're still open. We're still bringing in players for all of those programs, and we're really excited to grow from there and have a good summer.
Yep. This is a reminder, Jenny, please get the kids signed up. Thank you. Jenny's my wife, and I said, did we sign the kids up again for soccer? And they love it. I actually, those are my favorite nights of the summer, even just practice nights. And I'll tell you, like, as soon as they start getting a little bit good, because I don't want to be on a travel team at all, I kind of like stick my leg out and trip them a little bit and say, slow down, no, don't shoot, pass it. Yeah. I'm kidding, obviously. But some of my favorite nights, you just get to go out there and the grass is wonderful, sitting on some beautiful nights, watching the kids play and excel and have fun. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest fun experiences for me is when they were tiny, those, I think they started when they were 5 or 6, not knowing really what's going on. The basic chasing butterflies, kind of. My kids at least were.
Bad parenting.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah. But when my boys went into, it was probably 10U, that competitive nature switched over, and to see them kind of, bumping into each other, big smiles on their faces. I mean, it was such a cool transition to go from chasing butterflies to kind of getting pretty aggressive.
Yep.
And then go over to my daughter and the girls teams that she's always been on. It's so different from the boys being, aggressive and having fun, and everybody's doing it really nicely.
Yep.
And big smiles on their face. Where now if a girl falls down, now she's 11 right now, so it would be last year and the year before. Girl falls down, everybody from each team, are you okay? So, and I think that's really funny, and that's a good part about, I think, the rec league is just like, it's not competitive, on there. And I'm speaking from experience on the rec side of it.
Yeah.
But maybe speak a little bit more on you're kind of growing a whole entire program here, which is kind of nice to pull from several hundred kids and maybe get some, I don't know, recognition when we, better high school teams, in the future? Is that kind of maybe the ultimate goal?
Well, I mean, truthfully, I don't know if Erica maybe want to talk a little bit more on our competitive side, but we have kids from 3 years old all the way up to 18-year-olds. And so Erica can probably talk a little bit more on how our competitive side is and where the recognition on that is and what we have going on our higher level teams.
Yeah, for sure. So just to touch on rec again, one of the great things about it is that it is community-based. So you're out there with your neighbors, with your cousins, with your friends, and with your teammates and schoolmates. Mm-hmm. And it's just a great way to be just immediately connected into a community of people within your community of people. So it's a really good opportunity. We do get inquiries probably 3 or 4 a year of just like, hey, I'm new to the area. I saw that you have a club. Like, can you tell me more? And I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity because your kids are new to the schools. I mean, it's summer, so they don't know anybody yet. It's a great way to make those friends right away. So that's one of the biggest benefits of the rec program. And then obviously, like we're talking about with competitive, transitioning them from recreational play to something a little bit higher level. Ultimately, I think the goal for our competitive players is to reach that varsity level, high-level varsity level, which, again, ultimately is our goal is to raise that varsity level. And really what we want is to prepare them for college. Yes, these kids see high school varsity and they're like, yep, this is what we want. And we're like, we want more for you. You can do more. You can be more. And we push our players in that way. And I think our competitive program overall has grown in their level of play over the last few years. We had maybe 50% of them were kind of the lowest competitive level, and now I think the majority of them are middle to highest level. And then now, even this year, having 2 at the premier level, which is the highest that our club has ever hosted. So it's really cool to see the overall level of soccer growing in our community and in our state. And to see that continue is really great.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you know, I don't think people realize, if they've never been a part of an organization, how many volunteer hours are put in there, and then the passion. Because, I mean, when you're saying you're hosting all those kids, if you have been in Bentfield parking lot at all on a soccer night, the transition time, I mean, it's everybody. Some people understand, some people don't understand.
It's an art.
But I mean, getting into something, and one, I think getting kids physical, you know, go move. I think it's a fantastic thing. Even if you have no passion of going to any higher level, is go do something other than scroll on your phones.
Yes.
You know, Tyler's hot take of the day. So if you're thinking about putting your kid in anything, I think rec soccer is maybe the number one thing to get them started in something.
Oh, it absolutely is, because I think it's just with our smaller sided programming, especially when you're starting at the 3 and 4-year-olds, our idea is, are you having fun? And here's a ball.
Yeah.
We introduce them to a ball, kick it, have fun, get out there, run around. Half of their activity is games. You know, they're playing cat and mouse, they're playing tag, they're playing all of the fun playground games, but then we're going to introduce a ball into it. And it's just silliness and getting to know friends, get outside, and then, you know, the next level up, it's the same thing. We have a ball, but can we not all follow it? Maybe can you share it with your friend? I don't know if it's a pass, but did you share it?
Right.
Sure.
Somebody wants to be a goalie and block the whole, you know, pug goal. I mean, their concepts are growing, but they're outside a couple days a week, having fun, meeting new friends. I have my daughter, when she was little, they were walking along holding hands and talking about Barbies, and the ball was over there, but they were excited to meet new friends. They were having a great time and out of the house and off the phone. Exactly.
Right. Is there a point where you age out of that rec, or do you offer a rec program like up? I would imagine participation in the 18U rec program is probably not, there's not a big demand for it, but is there a point, my long-winded, easy question that could have been a lot shorter?
Yes.
You can no longer do rec.
So historically, the program has grown and shrunk essentially. Back when I used to play, because I actually, my dad was a part of the program. He's been part of the program for over 30 years. And so when I was younger and played, I went up to U16. And that was how high our program went up until pre-COVID stuff. We had up until U14 for boys and U18 for girls. We just unfortunately saw that at that higher age level, we had 2 teams or 3 teams. And we just didn't have, the kids had at that point decided what they wanted to do. And we were seeing a kind of a dwindle in numbers. And we made that decision that there wasn't as much of a quality of a program at that age level. Half of this team would show up and most of that team would, and they weren't having really the same success. So we did cut our program down just a little bit. And so again, like I said earlier, at Buffalo, we go up to U13. Delano is at U8. So ideally, if you either go competitive after U8 or you can come over to Buffalo and we'll give you a few more years in Buffalo. And then after that, we do still offer our competitive program. We have, like for example, our U9 or U17 boys. We have a premier level team, and then we have a state level team, and so we still, and that's a little bit lower level, but there's still an opportunity for a lot of our players after U13 to continue on in soccer. It's just not in the rec form.
Sure.
Yeah. This is completely off topic and a random question on it. Do you know what the theme is for the names of the teams this year? Like
Depends
Is it
on
a
your
dinosaur?
age group.
It's the age
Okay.
we've stuck with the same gender and age level. The names stay the same.
Sure.
So there's
Okay.
snakes or flying insects.
Sure. 10U boys.
I think it's this sounds terrible. Natural disasters.
Oh, yeah. Like tsunami, hurricanes.
There,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a theme for each age level. If
And
you
then
ever
it'd be like
paid
12U girls.
Are they the stinging insects,
so.
like
Okay.
the bumblebees
Killer
and the
bees.
hornets? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Perfect.
One of my favorite parts, like when the teams come out. Oh, Ryan's on my team. Everything. Like they were the piranhas last year.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What I do, I went to Amazon.com and I ordered shirts with giant piranhas on it.
Amazing.
Yes.
They're the
Super fan.
They're the Eagles one time, and they were awesome, America-looking Eagles, and it was.
Yep.
I'm a super fan of rec soccer.
It's fantastic. We have a coach that has been with us for since the beginning, as far as his kids, and every year he is a super coach. I mean, he would buy like the Gators. Did you ever see the flags? He had the flags on the side.
Yeah.
Every game he'd plant them. He was so dedicated as a coach, and it's just bringing that excitement
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
rec.
Right.
It was, some days I'd shake my head, but I'm like, this is what it's about. It's that excitement and positivity and
Yeah.
Vuvuzelas and chanting and Wonderwall.
Oi! Yeah, that's what I kept doing. Hooliganism.
Yeah.
How are you on coaches and referees? I mean, how's that?
So referees, we actually we use the referee advocates. They're out of the Twin Cities, and we partnered with them a couple of years ago, and they started a program called Junior Referees. So it's a way for 11 and 12-year-olds to get training, get programming, and then they get to ref all of our rec games. So it's a fantastic opportunity because we were missing a lot of referees over time, and because obviously they could make more money for competitive games.
Sure.
So these kids get to get out there, they make a few bucks, they ref all of those games, they gain confidence, and then when they turn 13, they can become competitive referees. So it's a great transitional program for referees. So that's a really, really cool opportunity. Coaches, we are always asking for coaches. So I'm hoping that you checked the yes, I will coach box, or your wife.
Super fan.
Remember, I'm a
So-
super fan.
Super fan.
Super
Not
fan
a super
is going to
coach.
turn super coach this year, right? Is that what I'm
super
hearing?
fan.
Make sure you check the yes mark when you register the kids, right?
Or else your kids can't play. That's a joke.
But yes, we are always asking for volunteers because you said it is a heavy volunteer run program. We have, 2 dads that'll co-coach. We've got husband and wives. We have somebody, they're like, well, my 15-year-old really wants to assist and coach with me. Is that okay? Awesome. So we have so many different combinations of coaching opportunities. We provide the resources. We give everybody what they need. There's support staff out there, and it's really just about having fun at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we enjoy it as a family, so thankful for people like you guys. Anything else you want to leave for our 250,000 viewers?
Just get registered. We've got space available still. We're super excited. We kick off just in a couple of weeks. Our coaches meeting is May 3rd. That Friday night. So we're meeting with our coaches, getting them their rosters, equipment bags, and then we start practice the week after and start meeting our teams. So we're pretty pumped. Of course, the snow flakes outside today did not say soccer, but we got the field set up on Wednesday night, getting them striped, and we'll be ready for kids very, very shortly.
How does one register?
They can go to LegacyFC.org, and right on our main page is rec. Like there's a big hot button underneath. You can click on rec, and then from there you can see all of our different programs. You can read the information, which program works for you. Like right now, Rockford is on Saturday mornings because some people are busy during the week. Buffalo is a couple nights a week. Delano's one night a week. So whatever fits your opportunity or your schedule, just click on that, and then you can register. And then also take some time to browse on the website. We have multiple opportunities coming up actually throughout this summer. Besides rec, we offer a really cool thing called MVP Camp in July, and that's the 15th through the 19th. Obviously, competitive tryouts are always every year in July, and then fall soccer. So as soon as summer soccer is over, everybody gets to get excited, and then we start fall soccer later on in the season. So we're a year-round program. We've got stuff happening for the kids all the time. But yeah, LegacyFC.org and get registered, and we'll see everybody on the fields.
Awesome. And if somebody had some questions, maybe we didn't cover here, is there something in the website that they reach out to? Is there a phone number, contact that?
Yeah, so right on the website at the bottom of every page, there's phone numbers and then contact links for myself, for Erica. Everybody's always reaching out. We're available pretty quickly with questions, and we're easy to get a hold of.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for coming in. For the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reese.
I'm Mark Benzer.
Brandy Brandstrom.
Erica Dweimer.
Thanks for listening to the Buffalo Community Podcast, produced by Edlin Media. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, as well as anywhere you listen to podcasts.